I am struggling. I think I have reached a point where I'm at the most helpless I've ever felt in my life. I felt helpless at times, but usually there's an answer. Sometimes the answer is not attainable, but there is one. There's very few, if any, times in my life I have come across a problem that there was not a solution. I didn't always reach that solution, like I said, but there was one until now. And prior to now, too. But losing somebody, or in my case, an animal, there is absolutely nothing you can do to bring them back. No amount of money, no amount of traveling, no amount of talking somebody into something, no amount of perseverance or any of that. Nothing you can do or say is going to bring them back. And if that's not the most helpless feeling in the world, I don't know what is. There's no answer. If there was anything I could do, no matter what it was, I would do it. But there's not. Nothing. And that sucks. I'm struggling for some reason. I understand that grief is different every time around, and when I lost Roxy in 2021, I thought that was the worst pain I would ever go through, and until that point it was. And I said if I got through that, I could get through anything. Little did I know, losing Franklin would be harder. And it's extremely strange. This time around, I know grief is just different for everybody. Grief is just different. With Roxy, I grieved immediately. I spent the next 6 weeks or something along those lines in bed. I didn't want to shower. When I lost Roxy, I grieved immediately. I couldn't even look at my phone, could not look at photos. I went right into hibernation, literally for it was a while. And my mom did help me taking care of Franklin and Charlie, another dog I had. But, I mean, I did the bare minimum. It wasn't until the 6 weeks were over that I started bonding with Franklin. But he's there. This time around, until recently, I haven't really cried. And he passed away the 10th of December, so 4.5 months ago. And it hasn't left the forefront of my brain. Don't get me wrong. I talk about it every day. I think about it all day. But as far as crying and like being unable to function, it's starting to happen now. I've just been struggling. And he deserves that. I don't want him to ever think that I'm not completely heartbroken over losing him, because I am. And I need to grieve. This is just not, I don't know what to say. It's just hitting me so hard. 4.5 months later, I can't go anywhere. Like, downtown Albany, we stayed so many places downtown. I had to go, it was an Uber, like, last week before. I had to go through downtown. I was just crying in the back of this Uber. I can't go to Saratoga. I can't stay at any hotels right now because we lived at these fucking hotels. I can't do it. Just really struggling. I don't have anybody to talk to. When I have to talk to, it's gone. These dogs, they don't give a shit. They do, but they don't. That was my boy. Even though he hated, I used to annoy him so much. I know I did. If he could have rolled his eyes, he would. Over and over. But he was there. He was there for so much. When I had nobody.